I did not have any issues with this, but they did issue the recall. So I just went ahead and did it. So back in February 6th of this year, 2025, I did receive an email from Ryobi telling me that my mower may qualify for the recall. So I went on to my mower and I looked up the serial number, which I'll show in the following pictures coming up. But basically, opening the email, this is what it showed me, what model numbers were affected, and then to contact them if that's the case. They did send me the disabling instructions once we verified that my mower was indeed part of the recall, showing you where the wires are located on the mower in relation to the handle, step to cut it. In two places they wanted this completely removed, and then they wanted two clear photographs, one showing your serial number and then one showing that the mower did not have that. So I'll show you on the next pictures how I accomplished that, and then we'll see where we went from there. All right, so I'm getting ready to castrate my Ryobi mower. According to the recall instructions, I have to cut the power supply cord from here and from here, cut it in two places, send pictures of that being done, and send that off to Ryobi so I can qualify for a replacement. Can't wait to see what I get. I've seen a couple of people posting what they received from the recall, and at least one of them was an inferior model. It didn't have the good handle on it. It was a cheaper build, even though it was newer. But we'll post that when we get it. Well, the replacement mower got delivered today. So it was just over 2 weeks from when I sent in the pictures confirming that I had cut the wires and had completed all of the recall information for it. So I'm not going to do a full unboxing. I've heard stories from different people as they've been getting their replacements that a lot of them were damaged in transit. But overall, the box looks like it's in really good shape. Everything appears to be intact. It's got the bag included. This is not to include the battery or charger that was specified in the recall. Just checking the handle, all looks non-broken. That was one of the things that they mentioned. But I'll go ahead and get this out, see if I have to do any assembly, and then I'll go ahead and give a first impressions review, and then I'll probably tack on, well, I don't know if I want to wait for the video to come out to tack on mowing. I mean, we know how they mow now. It's supposed to be at least as good as the last one, but we'll at least do a side-by-side comparison. Well, that was pretty easy. So it doesn't look like there's any assembly required. The handle release, I gotta figure out. I think it's unlike the nice quick handle on the other one, you have to do those two separate tabs there and then lock them into place again. It's got a side discharge chute. This one actually has a full frame for the bag. The other one didn't have a full frame for it. It was just kind of stiffened on there and it would hang from the release. Not that I ever did any bagging anyway. And it looks like the other big thing here is bag, or you can mulch it or bag it. And I'm assuming for side discharge, the mulch is the same setting. But we'll see. Like I said, I'll go over. I just wanted to get this out of the box in case we're getting rain, and get it under cover rather than leaving it out in the driveway all night. So yeah, let me take a look-see, and we'll add some more later. Really not bad at all. It's a lot better when the grass is dry. All right, so I just got done using the replacement mower for the third time this season. The recall on this one sent me this replacement here. So I wanted to give my impressions. This is not going to be a full review on the thing since it's still a mower, and I have a full mowing video with that one that replaced an even older one, and I'll post that at the end of this video. I'll include that link at the end. So this model here is the RH40HPLM01. It is also a 21-inch 40-volt mower. So definitely some upgrades on this one. And while I'm in the batteries, it still takes 2 batteries. The big difference is all you need is to have the key plugged in, and this draws from both batteries at the same time. This one, while you keep 2 batteries in there, you had to switch the key. So if you ran that one, the arrow had to point that way, and then when that ran out, you just turn the key around, point to that one. You can run this one on one. I run it with 2. I usually have my 2 6-amp-hour batteries in there. And today, for the first time, it actually lasted the whole yard. I turned it down a notch. I think I got it on setting 5. Yeah, just setting 5, or no, that's 6. I was, at the beginning of the season, the last 2 mows, I had it up at 7. Because the grass was so thick, we got a lot of rain this year. Other big difference is this. The arms are round on this one, where this, it has this rectangular, full rectangular, which I do like that better. But this is not as bad as I thought. I thought this was going to feel weaker, but it's still pretty sturdy on there. This still feels a little beefier, but the difference is not as bad as I thought. Big difference. This one, you got these little things here. You got to release each one and then move your arm to collapse it, and they're spring loaded. You got to pop them back into place and then lock it, and then you can lift it up. Whereas this one, you can do it one hand release, drop it down and up. So that is absolutely superior on this design. I wish they had kept it. On the old one, speed selectors on the slide here, and that was a problem if you're pushing like uphill and you got a little bit of a gut or whatever. You're going to push into that, and sometimes that can move. But otherwise, it's simply close the bail, push the button, and if you want your power assist, you just pull on either handle or both, and that's your speed selector for the power assist. With this one, it's probably not going to show with it. Yeah, we got to open it up. Oh, no, it did. Okay. I'll just go through that. So once you pull your bail, you got a little bit of indicators here. blade replace, I don't know what that is. It's probably something stupid telling you the recommended time you should be replacing your blade. Speed selection, so you got buttons, you can increase that or lower it. You have a function here to actually turn the light on, which is nice. It's not on all the time, so you're not using up battery on that. And then your strength, or your start button here. And then the same thing, you got your levers to do it, but your speed indicator is with buttons instead of a slide. So that is better. And then the only other big difference is on this one, you have a here to select mulch or bag. And what that does is it opens a little trap door in the back here that slides open or pushes shut like that. And I keep that shut because I still do the side discharge, and that's all pretty much the same. Oh, mosquitoes are so bad. I think I like having the two batteries at the same time. It is more powerful during the mow. And I have not had to go back and forth across any patches of anything. Whereas with this one, not that much, but occasionally there were times. Now granted, you're still going to get the 1.5 foot tall weed or something that it just lays down under the mower. But this does pretty much all of it just with the cut by pulling on both batteries at the same time. And I do think that works out a little bit better. So I'm happy with the replacement. I did not have any issues with this, but they did issue the recall. So I just went ahead and did it. I've been thinking about it. I'm probably going to reattach the wires and keep this as not a backup, but I have a trail going down in the woods that gets really overgrown. And we'd really like to go walking down there with the dogs. So instead of coming back with a load of ticks, I want to see if I can use this with the highest setting for the, which isn't much, but, you know, might be enough. You know, I got the batteries anyway. So with those two 6 amp hour batteries, I did this whole section of the yard here. I did manage this small section back here. It's got a couple of areas that are pretty thick through here. So this side section here, and just give you an idea that, you know, there was definitely, you know, some, you know, about 3 inches in some places since last week. It was just about, I think, 8 days since I mowed last. And then this small section back here, and it took me just about an hour really pushing it because I didn't know if the rain was going to be hitting me, so I kind of hustled a little bit more than I normally do. So all of that, I don't know what the acreage is here with the, you know, what I mow and what I leave and go around. But, and I'm down to 1 blinking light on the battery, on each battery. So I got those charging now. So I think that's pretty good. You know, I already have the batteries, so I'm using them. And I can do all of that in an hour with the 2 batteries. So I'm still considering that 1 charge, because with the old mower, I would have 2 batteries in there anyway, and I would absolutely have to stop when it died and switch over to the other. So I'm going about the same amount with the batteries. I just don't have to stop and switch. So anyway, this is the overgrown trail down here. Sure how thick the grasses show up there, but you can kind of see where I drove down the mini truck and how tall the grasses are on either side. There's definitely 16, 18 inches on some of the really high grass. And it's not too super thick weed-wise, because we do, one way or another, trim it every year. Last year, my helpful neighbor came up with his brush hog. In years past, I used my string trimmers to go down there and spend a lot of time with the 8-inch reach of a string trimmer, trying to get the whole trail done, or at least like a 3-foot wide section to walk up and down in. So I'll see if I can go to the mower. I've looked at a tow behind option for the mini truck. So it's kind of like a brush hog, except it's got its own mower and you tow it, but they're just so expensive. And I was looking at one over the winter. I was ready to buy it this year, and the price went up another, I think it's up $600 over what it was when I was planning on it over the winter. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to finish the story of the recall for the Ryobi mower. So again, there's the old one. Here's the new one. Sharper, cleaner, and not bad. Not bad overall. These buttons here are the only thing I really dislike over the old one. So that'll do her.